I'm 16 and my parents abuse me and my landlord might evict us because I stopped going to church. I moved with my family from Nigeria to the Netherlands in late 2022. Since then we've had to move multiple times before finally finding somewhat stable housing. My father is a pastor and our landlord is Christian. I have a long history of both physical and verbal abuse from my parents. When I was younger they used to hit and slap me, and even though that has stopped as I've grown bigger, the verbal abuse continues. My parents frequently call me selfish, lazy, or worthless, and this has severely affected my confidence and self-esteem. I try to avoid interacting with them as much as possible, but it's hard to feel safe at home. My mental health isn't the best because of all of this. I often feel anxious, isolated, and depressed. I don't really talk to anyone, and I go to a Christian school, so I haven't told anyone there about my situation because it involves me personally not going to church. I also have 2 younger brothers, which makes me even more worried about their safety and housing stability. I feel responsible for them in some ways, but I also feel trapped and powerless. I haven't reported the abuse because my legal stay depends on my father's visa. I've read the laws about child abuse in the Netherlands, and I know that authorities would probably side with me. That could have serious consequences for my father, possibly even arrest. If I do nothing, I continue to suffer. And if I report it, it could jeopardize my legal status. Either way, it feels like a lose-lose situation. After moving, I had to change schools multiple times, and I even skipped a year of VWO. These disruptions have made life even more stressful, and I've had a hard time keeping up with schoolwork and making friends. I avoid talking to classmates or participating in school activities because of low confidence and fear of judgment. Recently, I stopped attending church for personal reasons while my family still goes. My mother told me the landlord found out and implied that our housing might depend on staying Christian, suggesting eviction if I don't attend. I'm not sure if she's exaggerating, but given that I've been threatened with hell and eternal punishment by my parents and other Christian family members and friends for not going to church, it feels plausible. I'm not confident confronting the landlord directly, and I generally try to stay under the radar to avoid making things worse. Any practical advice or resources that could help someone in my situation would be greatly appreciated. Even just encouragement would help.